Yo, what it is, what it ain't, what it could be. It's your boy Kid Poetry, if you know it's me.
It's your girl Wildflower of UGS Music, and this is
He Said, She Said. And we got another one for y'all. You already know, man, this is episode 5. That is Cinco, if you into that kind of thing. Yeah, man. Some real good shit, man. We got some good topics, some shit that might be for the hip-hop heads, you know what I mean? Shout out to my OGs out there. And you know what I mean? A little bit of that salacious shit if you into that kind of thing, too.
If you say that one more time today. No, but you guys, as you know, we're going to be bringing the music topics and, other topics. And we're going to start off with an other topic today.
For sure.
Yes. So
something I had on my mind the other day. Just thinking of things that could happen in the relationship, and I was just curious because I actually went on another podcast earlier in the week, and shout out to another millennial podcast. You know what I mean? You can check them out on the YouTubes. They had some real fun topics as well. You know what I mean? When I was kicking with them. And this was one that I submitted, but we never got around to with one of the games that they were playing. But basically, I wanted to know, what's one of the pettiest things that your significant other could do to make you leave them? And basically, like, it can't just be no regular stuff. You know what I mean? It got to be something, like, for real petty. Like,
yeah. I'm trying to think.
I had one off the top. If you go someplace that you understood that I wanted to go without me, then we can't be together, bro. Like, if I told you that I wanted to go to Universal Studios, they got the new shit popping off, and you go with your whole girls or something, y'all just like, oh, we going to Miami. I see y'all niggas end up in Orlando or something. Yeah. I'm going to be upset because now I can't trust you, man. Now I don't believe what you saying, and I can't let you out my sight now without believing that you will go to Orlando or some shit without me. You know what I mean? I wanted to go to Universal, my nigga.
That's funny. For me, I don't really know. It'll be better for me to try to say stuff that are petty things that I won't talk to people for, or petty things that I will judge people for. So, like, I have a thing with like when we're texting or whatever like that, and like, if you want to put love, but you put LUV and not LOV, I'm sorry. You did that for a reason. You wanted to water down.
Oh, okay. So if they say I love you and they put LUV, don't even tell me that. Don't even or not even that, because like not even that. Like, if he calls you love, you'll still feel that way.
No. Okay, so there's a guy friend who will call you love, and if you LUVE, Lord.
Oh God, Luve, this nigga's luving you. Yeah, you don't need to fuck with that nigga anyway.
If you LUV me as a friend, a guy friend, okay, I don't really care. But like, if it's not that, if it's more than that, and you say LUV, I feel like why you couldn't put LOVE? You scared or something to like this? Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's my thing. That's my petty
right
thing. I know, but I just feel like
no, it's odd like, for him to do. So I kind of get what
like,
you're
why saying. Not do the LOVE? Why do the LUV? Why?
Listen.
But that's just y'all. That's not something that happens often or anything like that. It's just something that I can think of. There's more little ridiculous things that I have.
Yeah, man.
Guys who don't like red velvet cake, I'm not saying anything about y'all. I'm just saying, like, I just kind of have to side eye, like, watch a little extra.
Yeah. If you a nigga and you don't like red velvet cake, even if you don't like cake, my nigga, you got red velvet is one you gotta slide in there. I'm not a big cake person, but red velvet cake, I gotta.
And this is my point, y'all. I've met so many men who say what he just said, who be like, I don't even like sweets, I don't even like cake, but I like red velvet. And like, there's this thing, like, it was this joke that me and I think it was me and my mom had back in the day or something like that about men love red velvet cake or something. It was just like a joke. But then like later on, I had met like a lot of guys who like red velvet cake and don't really like any other sweets.
Right.
Or like, some guys do like sweets, but the ones who don't still like red velvet. And I was just like, there's something behind this.
Yeah, man.
So it's my silly little thing. What's another one for you? I have a lot of ridiculous things.
Oh God. If you got ugly feet, I can't do it.
That's maybe not I won't. Petty.
Yeah. If I won't say I'll leave you because I probably won't let it get that far. I gotta see what them Lamborfeeties look like. You know what I mean? Those what you using all the time, my nigga. I need them to be Lamborfeeties. They can't be.
That's funny. Lamborfeeties. Yo, but
Honda
I
toes.
understand.
I can't do the Honda toes.
Whatever you want to call it. I understand, though. I understand. No, because, like...
No, for real.
Like, I am a little more accepting to when guys' feet isn't, like, pretty.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
there's levels. There's levels. There's.
I feel you. I feel you on that, too, because my shit don't look like that. You know what I mean? Like, my feet... I think I could pass.
They're
like I won't be a
guy
foot.
Feet.
Yeah, I won't be a foot model.
Acceptable guy feet.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know
I've
seen some toes.
My toes not purple. I got all my toenails.
We don't have to paint any pictures about your toes to the audience. But what I'm trying to tell the audience is I seen some toes. Let me tell you something. Some of y'all is too fine to be having toes like that.
Let the little fish eat your shit up real quick.
I want to do one of those pedicures.
Me too. I'll try it one time. But no, that's for sure, man.
But that wasn't petty though. I'm trying to think. I know I have some other
feet not petty.
Well, no, it's not. Feet are important.
I guess.
Nobody wants somebody with ugly feet. Nobody does.
Some people.
Listen, even if you have ugly feet, you don't want somebody with ugly feet. If your tattoos are stupid.
Do you mean the reason they got them is stupid or they look stupid?
Both.
You ever fuck with somebody who had a stupid tattoo?
I never fucked with anyone who had a stupid tattoo, but I know people who have stupid tattoos. I can't fuck with nobody who doesn't have a cultured palate. Maybe that's like another petty thing too. I can't rock with you. If you a little kid, like I even said that in one of my songs, like you chicken nugget bitches better kid. You know what I mean? All you eat is chicken fingers and shit like that. I'm directly thinking about a friend of mine who he is such a intelligent young man, you know what I'm saying, with open mind and stuff like that, but all he want to eat is chicken. You know who I'm talking about. You know I'm talking to you and about you. Damn, stop that shit, man. All right, you guys, so that was our first topic. You know what I'm saying, we just wanted to have a little fun with y'all real quick. It got interesting, but I guess that's what we're here for. The next subject is a little more serious. Just kidding, it's just music. Benny the Butcher dropped, and let me just tell y'all, I'm gonna let him talk about this first because you'll see why. Benny the Butcher dropped. What's up?
Yes, Benny the Butcher dropped, man. Tana Talk 4. If y'all know anything about Benny, man, this was a motherfucking stellar project. Now, if you don't know anything about Benny, which I won't say a percentage, you know what I mean? Because my nigga is bubbling up there out there. But Benny is a part of Griselda Records. My nigga is from Buffalo, New York. You know what I mean? He's been rapping for a long time, been around for a while. But they're just gaining traction, I'll say, since maybe 2019 or so, that it's been constant. Or at least that I've been listening to Benny and the rest of the Griselda crew. And the other subsidiaries around them, because it's a lot of other fire artists that aren't necessarily Griselda but rock with them, such as some of the other artists that were on the project now. Tana Talk 4. I say we've talked about this before. I sometimes can't fuck with some of the trap music or some of like the young niggas, the drill music and different shit. Like some of it I absolutely fuck with, but I always say that people gotta have some kind of substance, or you gotta be talking about some shit. Make it sound sexy, my nigga. You know what I mean? You don't gotta directly say what you try or what you went through or what you did. I shot a nigga, da 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 da. Nah, but you can flip it and make it sound good. Make it poetic, nigga. That's what rap is, rhythm and poetry. So I want to hear niggas talk like that. You know what I mean? And that's really what Benny be doing. It feels like sophisticated drug rap. You know what I mean?
That is what it felt like.
You know what I mean? For sure. Like him, Pusha T. You know what I mean? Niggas of that stature.
I like Pusha T.
I like that kind of rap because I want to hear, like, if you going to talk about it, I want you to talk about the good and the bad of what happened. I want you to talk about your successes and your failures, what you went through. And that's what you get from Benny. Like, Benny went through some shit, I want to say last year, where he got shot in Houston. Niggas tried to rob him at Walmart.
Okay.
Or some shit. And he even talked about...
That would never happen at Target, but go on.
Tarjay.
Tarjay.
But nah, he, you know what I mean? He even talked about that in one of his songs, you know what I mean? Take me out the hood, but can't take the hood out. Mm-hmm. And it's real shit. Like, but to even talk about how he going through that on his 36th birthday and how it made him feel bad, but understanding that it's like, it's karma from what I've, you know what I mean? From the hell that I've caused or whatever throughout my career and time. So, really dope shit. Real dope artist. He got some real good people on there. 38 Special, Conway, Westside Gun, Stove God, Cooks. Listen, I know if you don't know who these people are, it sounds like, you know what I mean, some random ass names. These niggas
They're all random ass names.
These niggas are fire. I'm talking about fire. Listen, if you know something, you know who these niggas are. If you don't, then get out of your shell, my nigga. Go fuck with Benny. Tana talk for him, man. And what do you have to say?
Oh, damn! Well, you guys, I have heard this name Benny the Butcher before. I have a friend who's really into him. Shout out to AG Dynasty, name down there. Get your beats and all the other sounds and stuff, and just, you know, homie. See what he's up to. But yeah, so apparently, like, he likes him a lot. He mentioned him before. And that's the first time I ever heard of this person. And then so you say he dropped it, so I listened, and he's lyrical, talented, all that stuff. Just not, you know, like for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah. It doesn't necessarily pull the women in. He don't do no female songs.
I mean,
like that.
I don't think that that's where we needed to take this, because I have a very good, you know, gauge for just music in general. It doesn't have to be female friendly for me to accept, appreciate, and notice the talent there.
And I wasn't saying that either, but I'm saying I wouldn't imagine he'd be on your spectrum because of what he talks about, how he talks about it. And I know, I pretty much know your taste in music.
I was just about to say, nigga, act like he know me. To know that.
Nigga, I've been around this nigga long enough. Trust me. I added a little bit of taste buds to her music taste, nigga.
Oh, look, y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
So, you know what I mean? So, I know that Benny ain't something that you jump into. So, I get that. But the nigga's fire.
Oh, he's absolutely fire. Like, I'm not trying to say that he's not. I'm just trying to speak for the other people. Mm-hmm. Because you did say something here that kind of concerned me. Which was when you said that, you know, make it sexy, make it poetic. That's what rap is, rhythm and poetry. And I don't think that you were wrong 100%. I think that you're actually more right. But I don't think the only part that was wrong was, like, I just don't like when people try to push the narrative that rap only has to be that way. But I also understand that. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, it's important that we have lyrical rap, obviously, and stuff like that. But, like, what I think we try to do, and when I say we, like, just people in general, we try to, like, hold them up against each other, lyrical rap and non-lyrical rap. We hold it up against each other, and we hold lyrical rap as higher. And I just don't think that that's accurate. I don't think we should do that. We really do hold lyrical rap as higher. And let me be clear that I'm not actually including specifically Benny the Butcher in this. Mm-hmm. I'm not actually talking about him anymore. I'm just kind of, because he's a lyrical rapper, I listened, wasn't like moved like how you were. Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to explain to the people that I'm not talking about him. I'm just saying, like, as in general.
I agree.
And I don't like it.
And I think that doesn't only apply to music. I think that quote unquote purists of all genres feel this way. Mm-hmm. Like rock artists,
purists,
classical rock purists or whatever. It took a long time for them to get into grunge and punk rock and everything else because it was, you know what I mean, it was different. And even with hip hop, I'll say the difference is I don't give a fuck what you rapping about, my nigga, but are you articulating something, and are you trying to get a point across? Like, I don't know.
So basically,
a lot of this shit I can't get down with because it's saturating in more than one way. It's saturating in because they've watered this shit down. 1 million people believe that they can do it and do it, and they aren't adding any substance to a lot of the music, which is watering it down, which is, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's detrimental to the culture, and now we taking it to a totally different place. But I feel
it's not a different place. It's where it goes.
And I truly
has
feel
a trickle down effect, so.
exactly. I truly feel that way because music, unlike any other like facet of art, is like spiritual.
Okay.
Music in itself is spiritual, and you using your voice over a beat is a powerful thing. You become a tool or a medium to you know what I mean, something far past you. Your words will live past you being here, you know what I mean? So all of those things mean a lot more than people actually take it. So I can't tell you only rap about positive shit or only do it this way, because I love melodic rap, and hip hop has been melodic since the beginning. But it's also been a way for us to tell our story and the narratives of what happens, but also share the entire thing. Like since the origin of hip hop, like the breaks, everything, you know what I mean? It's always been the good and the bad of what happens, and not just, well, because shit is bad, we just gonna indulge in the bad. No, niggas talk about the bad and the ramifications of what happens. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what I want out of hip hop. If you're gonna talk about the shit you going through, then talk about what happens, and don't just brush over the shit. Like fuck that, we getting money, because then that's what happens, and we see that kind of shit happens. Like it doesn't just become music; it becomes a mindset that changes throughout culture. And I feel like with hip hop being lyrical, you saying something, because I don't give a fuck what you, like I said, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, but talk about something and talk about it accurately. Don't just, yo, this happened in the street, but we gotta eat. Da da da. It's like, yes, that's true, but make niggas feel that shit. And all of music don't gotta be that too, cause I know that's a part of the argument that sometimes niggas use music to get away from life,
right,
as an escape. But in that moment, what are you escaping from? And when you're escaping from that, what are you allowing to enter in that time? You feel me? Yeah.
I just think that, okay, like you said, I agree with most of the things you said. I just think that the way that you look at it is just different the way I look at it. So, for example, you said that, you know, you don't care about what you're talking about. Just talk about something and make sure you're articulating the point all the way through. Make somebody feel something. And I think that what makes you feel something and what makes other people feel something is just different. Because you in particular, you like the lyrics and the whole... you don't like when people use filler words or do certain things. You want them to be creative and come up with a word and paint the picture, because you appreciate the mind of a rapper and how you can, you know what I'm saying, not use filler words like curse words or like or like just all that other stuff that people do.
Yeah,
you appreciate that.
Curse too.
I know.
but I get what you're saying. Okay. I get what you're saying.
So my point is that that's what makes you feel. So your opinion about music is like you should be like that to make people feel. But it's just your point of view. You feel me?
Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's no right and wrong to the situation. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna always feel how they feel. Some people like portraits. Some people like splatters of paint on a fucking canvas. Right. I love both.
No,
you know
but
what I mean?
I just wanted to paint the picture to the audience that, like, you know, a lot of times when someone speaks like you, confidently and articulately, and can really beginning, middle, and end their point, people will be swayed to believe that what you're saying is true for them. And so I'm just saying, I'm just the other voice here. Exactly. That's what I'm just the other voice here saying, people, like, you know, that's him. Don't like take what he says and be like, oh well, I'm not, because some people know they're not lyrical and they will hear what you have to say and take offense to it. And I'm just saying it's not worth that because
no,
that's just his point of view. And some people do feel from music that's not as lyrical. That's my point is.
I feel you. Peep this. If you really want to be great, pay attention to all the greatest people in hip hop and take great as whatever you want it to be, but some of the most successful people, when you get to a certain echelon, there's a lot of millionaires and whatnot that rap, sure, but then once you reach another threshold, there's certain people and it's certain things that all kind of add up. They all kind of got the same criteria. They may not all rap about the same things, but after a certain point, it's like, oh, all of these people know how to actually articulate. All of these people know how to really talk about some shit. That crossover appeals, so to speak, where I can give you the bars and shit, but I can also do what my other fan base, you know what I mean, is really attracted to.
Okay, so I think that we are mostly agreeing with the whole idea. But yeah, no, I think that what hip poetry is saying is mostly true. I like to offer the other point of view because I have a very eclectic taste in music and a lot of things, but music too. And it's just like I like some lyrical stuff. I like mostly to feel good though. Mm-hmm. So whatever that is, if it's a lyrical song, if it's a ridiculous song, right, if it's a rap song, if it's a psychedelic pop type of thing, you know what I'm saying? I just want to feel good. And a lot of lyrical music that I come across is really serious. And I can only listen to it at certain times.
I got you.
So I do like this type of music and I do appreciate it and we do need it. But like, you are more for the lyrical, I'm more for the fun. Mm-hmm. And so that's the difference here. As I get older, when I listen to rap music, like gangster rap and stuff like that, I feel like weird sometimes, not all the time. And I be trying to really like think about it and figure it out because like, okay, I love NLE Choppa and he'd be talking he has a lot of music about violence and stuff like that. And
I can't take that little nigga serious.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna ask why in a minute, but. As an artist, I really like NLE Choppa, who talks about a lot of violent stuff. But I think that it's because the beat selection is upbeat and dancey, right, almost. And so I think that is the difference between me being able to listen to those lyrics and not feel the things that I feel when I listen to somebody like King Von. Because I think beat selection does actually play a part in a lot of things. In my content, when I be talking about music, a lot of times you'll see me bring up beat selection because I think it's something that people just like don't pay enough attention to. Yeah. Because sometimes you don't know why you feel a certain way about a certain artist or a certain song, and it's really because the vibes of the beat. You know what I'm saying?
The actual vibrations. For real.
Exactly. So, I don't know, I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, all of that shit plays a part. And to the NLE Chopper, I call that nigga Chopper. But no, like you were saying, fucking NLE Choppa, the reason why I can't take him serious is because, like, I think the kid is probably a really good kid. But it's like, why do you have to play into the shit? Like, if you're not from that, and I can't call it if he is or not, or you know what I mean? But why y'all niggas want to get into the game, get this far, and still perpetuate the shit when you have an opportunity to do so much more?
Like Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to talk about that. This man came into the game, you know, to say he was a teenager in high school.
Everything was offered to you, my nigga.
And then he decides to be a blood. Blueface too.
I don't get none of that shit.
Anyway.
Like, I understand. Okay. Blueface, before we knew of Blueface, he was already a Crip.
He was, but in his chronologically with his life.
Yes, he went to high school, graduated, then became a Crip.
He went to college. He went to high school. He went to college in North Carolina. or some football scholarship or something like that. But with the first year, sometimes you have to redshirt, which means you don't play your freshman year. And so he wasn't really with that, and so he ended up not doing the school thing because of that. No judgment, because we all did our bullshit in life. Everybody. And then he goes back to where he's from, and then he gets down with the schoolyard Crips.
Okay.
And then he pops.
See, that kind of, you know what I mean? When you hear the story of how it happened, that kind of makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
To somebody with a rational mind, it don't make sense. To somebody who can kind of understand the bullshit, you know what I mean? If his name probably wasn't NLE Chopper, and probably still with it being that, he could probably get a lot of different movie deals and shit. He's still a clean cut nigga, you know what I mean? He could probably fit into different roles. They ain't got to teach a nigga a lot because you can already see from his videos and shit. He may not have an acting background, but he's a character. Open, exactly. He's a character.
Yes, I actually like his videos.
Me too. They always entertaining.
But the whole spiritual journey thing that he going on. So I think that people just don't understand. They expect that when he came out. When you start on the spiritual journey, you're supposed to be perfect. That's what they think. They think that when you come out with all these new changes that you're trying to do, that you're gonna not backslide or not have moments of your past or anything, and then they ridicule the person like, oh, I thought you y'all don't understand how negative and not okay that is because y'all think it's funny. But I agree. But that's actually very negative. You obviously know that he's on a spiritual journey because that's what you're ridiculing him about. So instead of ridiculing him about backsliding, just understand that he is probably farther along than you because he's come across some new information that he's trying something new. It's positive information and he's trying to do something new. You ain't tried it yet, but here you are judging him for trying some new positive shit and just not being in that vibration at that moment. I don't like that. I agree. Okay. All right. So that was good, y'all. That was our kind of second and third topic of the day. We're going to move on into the brief fourth topic, which is, okay, y'all, I know if you follow @_UGS Music on Instagram, you would have seen that I posted about Lil Nas X. Now, on the second or third episode, I don't remember which, but I had a segment to where I was just like, well, where is he? Where is he? Because he's one of our favorite trolls, and he just hasn't been trolling or anything like that lately. Right. So we talked about where he was, and we talked about just how much I like him and stuff like that. He posted something on Twitter and he asked his fans which song did they want first, and the choices were I forgot the dang on titles. I'm gonna put them down here, but it was a song with NBA YoungBoy versus a song with Santana. And when I saw it, I was filled with so much joy for so many different reasons. Okay, let me break it down. Okay, so obviously, I'm just a fan of Lil Nas X. I just like him. NBA YoungBoy on a Lil Nas X song? Who would have thunk it?
I don't know. After
the
makeup, I don't think it's that far off.
Anyways, so I'm just really excited to hear what that would sound like. We all know NBA YoungBoy's content, and we all know Nas' content. So I'm very interested to hear.
NBA YoungBoy be singing sometimes, though.
Yeah, but NBA YoungBoy on a song with Lil Nas X. Come on, nobody would think
gonna be singing.
Nobody was gonna put that together. This is a peculiar thing here. This is a special thing here.
Of course,
and let's not water that down.
The super thug with
the super exactly, troll. And this is groundbreaking for an artist like Lil Nas X too.
Is it? I mean,
yeah, it is because
I guess because he had Jack Harlow.
He has a lot of backlash, and Jack Harlow was a good look, but
he's
Jack.
White.
Thank you. You took the words. I'm trying to tell you right now. You took the words out my mouth. He's a white man, and that's different.
Right. They're a lot more
if you don't know how it's different, comment and ask why, and we're gonna address it in the next show. But it's a very special thing for Lil Nas X and for NBA YoungBoy, because rappers like NBA YoungBoy don't do collaborations with people like Lil Nas X like that.
But there haven't been that many people like Lil Nas X.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
So
that's why on Lil Nas X part, this is special. That's why it's special for both of them. But what my whole point is about the excitement behind the song with Lil Nas and NBA YoungBoy is that it's groundbreaking for both of them. It's special. It's peculiar. I'm just excited to hear what it's going to sound like. I hope it doesn't suck like the song with him and Doja Cat, in my opinion, because a lot of people like Scoop. I just thought that it would be a whole lot better.
I don't know that song, so
it's okay. This is for the Nas X fans. So Santana is another gay artist, but different from Lil Nas X. Like Santana is, Lil Nas X is he's got this cross between being feminine and masculine, and Santana is pretty much mostly feminine. And so his music too differs from Lil Nas X because Lil Nas X's music is just not as ratchet as Santana's music. Santana's music is like City Girls, and as you all who know who Santana is know that he and Carisha are friends. He's friends with the City Girls. So his music is like theirs, and the only difference is that obviously but outside the obvious difference, is that Santana actually raps better than the City Girls. So if you like the City Girls and music like that, check Santana out because he got some good songs. If you like to twerk, check him out. You know what I'm saying? Because he got some good songs for that. If you like that type of music. So him and Lil Nas X are coming together, and this is a good thing because now we have two gay black men on a track together, and I don't think we've ever seen that before. I don't think we've ever seen two openly gay black men on a track together. I don't know why I'm thinking of this nigga looking
like this Santana guy.
And I think that's so groundbreaking, huh?
The Santana guy. I don't know why. For some reason, I'm thinking of the nigga from P Valley. Do he look like a nigga from P Valley?
I've never seen that show.
Oh man, you never seen P Valley? Oh man, the nigga that owned the club. What is this nigga? Because you say it's a black man. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking the long hair or some shit. Do he have long hair? Does he look like a woman? Does he dress like a woman?
So here's the thing about that. He wears like a Caesar and got a beard, but he still be wearing long nails and female clothes and stuff like that. So
okay, I've never seen this person before in my life.
Well, y'all have because I put a screenshot up earlier. But yeah, my point is, we've never seen two outwardly gay black men together. Some people think that's a good thing, but I like, for us to move on to be progressive and represent. And you know what I'm saying? And this is good for, that group who needs that type of representation. And also it's good for Santana because he's pretty underground. And for him to have a song with Lil Nas X is a very big look for him.
So he's from Florida too?
But let me just say that I believe so. I'll fact check that at the bottom of the screen. But let me also just say that he did have a song with the City Girls, who's a big group, called Hookah, something like that. Not Past the Hookah. That's Young Thug, right?
Yeah.
There's a song, Shisha. Technically, that was his first, I guess, mainstream look. Mm-hmm. But I just think that the one with Lil Nas X is going to be so much better, partially because of this promo tweet here.
Right.
Amongst other factors. But yeah, you guys, I'm very excited to hear both of these songs. Probably come back and talk about it when they drop. And also, another thing that I want to say about Santana, you know how Cardi B came out with the song, If It's Up. Santana came out with a song first, called If It's Up, Then It's Stuck. And it was two songs that were kind of alike, but they both were. Y'all just gotta check him out.
Are you saying he should have sued?
I'm not saying he should have, because her song is really different. I first heard that term being coined with Santana. And then
really?
Cardi B
You had
came
never
out.
heard If It's Up, Then It's Stuck before that? Or are you saying that was the first time you heard it in a song?
That's the first time I heard a song. That's the main point of the song.
I've
heard it in a line before, but the song is about it being up and stuck.
Got it.
That's the first time I heard it. So that was
It
Santana
sounds like
first.
those might be two up and stucks.
That was about Lil Nas X. Let's move on to the next thing. What happened to? What freaking happened to?
My favorite time of the day.
I like it too. I think it's my favorite too. So what? You want to go first or what?
Yes. And for the niggas who have not caught on, every week we are going to ask what happened to, and it won't specifically always be an artist. Sometimes I'm going to ask y'all niggas what the fuck happened to y'all and why are y'all acting like this today. But specifically today, my what the fuck happened to is Charles Hamilton. Now,
hold on, y'all. We're gonna take this brightness down just a little bit.
Yeah. We is kind of red right now.
I mean, we look good, but you know.
For everybody out there who does not know who Charles Hamilton is, Charles Hamilton was a dope rapper. You know what I mean? Within the years of, I would say, like, '09, I want to say, he was on the XXL freshman cover. So that year it was like Wale, Mickey Fax, Blue, who's another really dope artist that I fuck with, Kid Cudi, Asher Roth.
Oh, wow. Asher Roth.
That was my nigga, too. I almost did Asher this week. God. And some really other dope artists, like, but you see all of them kind of centered around the same kind of style. They were really trying to push the more, I won't even say alternative rap, but a lot more lyrical artists who weren't necessarily talking about the other shit. But Charles Hamilton, really dope artist from New York City. I believe he's from, I want to say, Harlem. I think he's from Harlem. He may be from Brooklyn, considering the song, if y'all ever heard of it, Brooklyn Girls. That was like his big song at the time. He was supposed to be signed. Now, what actually happened to my boy is he had, he had a disorder, a mental disorder. And it wasn't diagnosed in time. So he used to have a lot of, like, if you go and look up Charles Hamilton, I'm sure you'll see a lot of shit of him looking like, you know what I mean, strung out and different shit. But that was because he, you know what I mean, he actually had, like, mental issues. Another crazy video, if you looking him up, was the time he was freestyling with this girl, like, on, like, a, you know what I mean, before the internet, they had the little radio, not radio, niggas would run down on you with the microphone, and their camera outside, right, exactly, this is early YouTube days, and he was, like, rapping about this girl that he's, like, standing right next to, that he had fucked, and I think he said something about her, like, having an abortion for their child or something, and she like punched that nigga in his face, as like on camera.
As she should have.
Classic moment. Probably not classic for what he would like, but nonetheless, forever lives in time. But Charles Hamilton, really dope rapper. Have a lot of good cult classic projects, you know what I mean? The Binge 3, Pink Lava Lamp, a lot of people. No, he was very known for wearing pink as well, and a lot of
I remember that.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. The nigga always thought he was Sonic and some other shit. Nigga, like, listen, outside of him like having real mental issues, the nigga was just a crazy nigga, and people like that. I don't know. He was fire at his time, man. Yeah, you know what I mean. But
I remember
things happened.
Damn, and I don't remember why I stopped listening. It's crazy. It's a good one.
I mean, after a while, the quality kind of started to fade. But, man, just if by some chance you see this shit, man, we miss you out here. We hope you're doing well. You shout out to Charles Hamilton. Get back on your shit, man. I was going to get a verse from you a couple years ago. I had the connections, but I don't know. I didn't know what that would... Just get at me, my nigga. We gonna get together. Shout out.
Well, that was a good one.
Yeah, man.
That was a good one because I forgot about him. I hate to say it.
Ain't nothing like a Brooklyn girl. Ain't nothing like a Brooklyn girl.
So, that was a good one. I totally forgot about Charles Hamilton. Unfortunately, not no shade or anything like that. But my what happened to is Drum, but now his name is Shelly. Okay. Yeah. Y'all remember Drum? Broccoli is what you remember. Probably. He had another song before Broccoli called Cha Cha.
Yeah.
And there was some controversy a little bit behind when Drake came out with Hotline Bling. I don't know if you remember, but you guys, some of y'all probably remember. But Cha Cha by Drum, some of y'all know that song. There was something going on when Drake came out with Hotline Bling. He was saying that like the beat was reminiscent of Cha Cha, like slowed down and type shit.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Me too.
Both, like,
me too. So I don't really know like legally whatever happened with that. I don't remember. I don't know what's up, but comment down below if you remember what I'm talking about with that situation.
It might have been a sample or something like that.
Or something like that. But either way, that song came out before the song that was probably more popular, which is Broccoli, that featured Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
And that came out in 2016. And
I almost say Kodak Black, but
well, that's funny because he coined the term broccoli, didn't he?
Yeah,
and people
he
don't give him credit for it.
About that.
He did get upset for it, but I can understand, because I heard him referring to it as broccoli multiple times, in older music, and then broccoli with Lil Yachty and
But then they say that.
And that's
E40,
okay, but
they say E40 was saying broccoli before him.
Really?
So, yeah.
Probably. But E40 is an older rapper.
Right.
So I feel like Kodak is probably the one that bought it back.
Okay.
But either way, he came out with Broccoli in 2016. That was a real popular song. Mm-hmm. And so here's the thing. He came out with an album in 2017 that had Broccoli on it.
Yeah.
And he was really like, riding a wave of Broccoli. You know what I'm saying? He really released this album, I feel like, off the wave of Broccoli. Because I don't remember what song came after Broccoli before he released the song, but before he released the album. What I'm saying is when I listened to the album, I didn't know what exactly to expect because Cha Cha sounds different from Broccoli.
Right.
Two good songs that sound completely different. And so I listened to the album and I immediately understand why he didn't pop like that.
Okay.
Because like nothing else on that album sounds like Broccoli. You know what I'm saying? And when you have an artist come out with a sound or a song and it's really hitting like that, they have other songs on the album that sound like that song. Sometimes it's a bad thing because you can tell that they're just trying to recreate it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's a good thing because now the people who like Broccoli might like other songs on the album. There's a song called Cute. He's singing... and it's a cute song, you know what I'm saying? And it's just,
I would imagine.
It's just him talking about, he thinks a girl is cute, he gonna take her out, and it's cute. And there's a song called Out of Sight, Out of Mind that has a more, like an old school type of feel within the beat. With
a name like Out of Sight, Out of Mind,
that too, like... the title too. But, my most favorite song off that album, and probably one of my favorite songs to listen to, period, is called
Do you think Drum would have been more popular if he wasn't as big?
Broccoli?
Fuck the sound. I'm talking about if he was a little skinnier. Do you think the nigga would have been more popular?
No, not at all. Rick Ross is a thing, and there's so many fat niggas who are on. They just own it. They have confidence, and we don't even really care that they're fat.
He had glasses too. I don't know. I feel like his quirky look.
There's a lot of things that go into him and his image, but I believe that he could have had the image he had if the music made sense. His catalog at the time, in my opinion,
he was kind of like a rapper. You can't
fit
have
into
a song
like
genre.
Broccoli and then have a song like Monticello Ave. And it's on the same album. And Not Monticello Ave, Out of Sight, Out of Mind. Any one of them. Whatever.
He didn't have a clear identity.
Style. Exactly.
Yeah, he didn't have a clear
identity. It was all
identity.
over the place. So basically what I'm saying is after he came out with his first album, things really did die down. And you know what I'm saying? The last thing that we really heard from him that was popping was Broccoli. And all I'm saying is the reason why is because he didn't have a clear feel on his album. You could tell that he really was this other type of artist. He really was this mellow, singy type of artist. It's just that he happened to come up with a good song in Broccoli. Right. If he wrote it. Like I said, I like the first album. There's a few songs on the first album that I really like, including Broccoli, but and they don't sound anything like it. But I'm a person who can really accept a lot of different type of mixed up shit. Okay? A lot of people, the regular consumer, can't. Your album needs to sound contiguous to the music that you have already put out.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Or at least have more songs on the album that sound like the poppin' one.
With you.
I think to answer the question, what happened to? I think that's the answer. You know what I'm saying? But we always like to bring it back to current. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's Drum in the beginning. Nowadays, his last single was December of 2018.
2018 was his
I'm fucking lying. His last single was December 7th, and it's called Gifts.
Okay.
And it's a song where he's singing, you guys.
I think I saw something like that.
He's a new artist now, and if you look at him on Apple Music, it says Shelly FKA Drum, and now he's got a new album too. I forget the name of the new album. I ain't put that down. The new album is called Shelly FKA Drum.
Right. I thought I was gonna say that.
Yeah, that's the album name, and that's his name on Apple Music. But that album, I didn't listen to it in its entirety, but the first few songs are just singing. He's a new artist now, and I could tell from the first album that he's always been this artist. But yeah, you guys, that was my what happened to. Another fun fact. Back when he was kind of popping off of Broccoli, he followed me on Twitter, but then ended up unfollowing me, and that's swag. I don't even have a Twitter anymore.
Don't do my girl like that, bro. Okay, man. Real good shit. Okay, you got a little drum, Shelly. Action going on.
All right, thank you guys for watching, and this is your girl Wildflower of UJS Music.
It's your boy Kid Poetry. If you ain't know, it's me.
And this is He Said, She Said.